What's going on, guys? Sem-mong here, back with a new game/series for you guys, Brawlhalla. So in today's video, I'm going to be running through some quick tips on how to start up and just get into the game if you're a new player. So let's just jump right in and yeah, go for the first tip, I guess. Alright guys, jump into a new game now. If you're a new player, my first tip is just constantly keep moving. Now this is not to say to just constantly keep moving in a random position. I'm not attacking in this game for the pure fact that I'm just trying to show on just some movement, basic movement sort of maneuvers. Try and aim for areas that have not got players and then you can work from there, okay? Now later down the line, obviously, you'll learn just better techniques and better combos on how to get to an open area and attack a player from there. But for now, just keep on the move, aiming for open areas and then just, I guess, try and attack players from where you are. As I said, later down the line, you'll learn more advanced techniques so you can actually, like, prey on whatever target you want, prey on a player, and then just solo attack them. For now, as you can see, I'm in an open area, the rest of them attacking themselves, so we could actually, later down the line, learn to pull off some insane combo move that will just attack everyone from this one position. Just remember, keep moving. Alright guys, moving on to the second tip, and that's to actually use your dodge ability effectively. Okay, so as you know, you've got your throw weapon, which is, in my case, H. And then you've got your light attack, your heavy attack, and then you've got your dodge. So it's pretty 4 buttons, like, basic setup for offense and defense. Now, for dodge, I find it best to use as an escape route, more of than an attacking sort of tactic. So, to say you're being chased, this is not on a versus bots match, just because there's usually numerous people chasing you. But say you're being chased down here by this little alien guy here. If he's going and actually chasing after you, quickly do a U-turn and dodge backwards, okay? So now you're in, technically you'd be behind him where you could launch a counter offensive. And it also works for whether you're in the sky or down below. So if you've just been knocked down into this area, say here, you're onto the wall, you're dragging down, dodge up, okay? So anyone that's trying to hit you as you're coming back up, you'll be able to dodge through their attack, and because you're in the air, potentially like cause a heavy attack back onto them. But it's obviously a lot more useful on bigger walls such as this one where you can hold down and then dodge literally directly into the air. So making sure that you're using your dodge ability to actually dodge out your way of other attackers and then attacking them. So that is useful like this. Say he's coming at me, bam, dodge him, wha-pow, take him on. It is fantastic and it's just recommended to be used as much as you possibly can. Okay, like as much as you possibly can. Moving on to the next tip, guys. Tip number 3 is how to actually use walls effectively and how to save yourself from falling off of the map, okay? So walls can be your friend. If you're in a sticky situation where your meter's really high, start to drag down a wall, okay? Now, it's not always going to work, but usually you find if you're on a wall, other players tend to attack themselves, or it be bots or online players. And as you can see, because I'm dragging down the wall, I can constantly jump and just allow myself to re-drag. It's sort of an infinite sort of a pause in the fight, a quick break. And then from here, you can cause a counter-offensive, such as attack someone that's either on that edge, or if you're on the opposite wall to an enemy, bam, go onto that wall. Oh, that was a great example, was it? No, let's drag back down, and then bam. Oh, you have to jump. That's why I'm not jumping. You ready? Bam, jump, attack anyone that's on the opposite platform. So it does give you a bit of breathing space, so to say, to prepare for your next move. Now, talking about dodge and talking about walls, what happens if you fall off, ladies and gentlemen? What happens? So if you fall off the edge of the map, there's, I'd say about 3 or 4 ways that you can help yourself get back on. What you want to be doing first of all is aiming for a wall. So you're dragging down on it, allowing your dodge and heavy attacks to recharge, okay? Because your dodge, heavy attacks and your jump is how you're meant to get back onto the map. So if we jump off, we can see that our dodge or our heavy attack, our jump even, gives us quite a lot of height. So the higher you are, the more you're going to fall. Obviously you can aim for walls as you're falling, but it gives you a lot of distance to land back on the map. Now, you can also use your heavy attacks and your dodge, okay? So if we jump off the map here and use our heavy attack, look, our heavy attack gives us a lot of height and also distance, okay? So if we are a bit further away, we can then grab onto the wall with either our jump or say our dodge, which also gives you a lot of distance. So as you can see, once it's in the air, if you use your dodge, it allows you to just push forward towards the nearest wall and grab onto it. Now, so to say, I believe you can use your jump, your heavy attack, and then your dodge, and then you've got a little bit of a delay before you can actually use all of these again. That's my Twitter going off, I'm sorry guys. But if you use them all consecutively, so heavy attack, dodge, there, I'm guaranteed to land back on the platform. Like, you want to be using your attacks and your dodge rather than just your jump to get back onto the platform and to save your life, ladies and gentlemen, to save your life, okay? So there, bam, and it just is great movement as well. Like, if you're wanting to get across the map, jump, heavy attack, dodge. Look, I'm on the other side of the map. It's fantastic. Jump, heavy attack, dodge. I'm practically on the other side of the map. Like, it's so useful for just getting around and knowing that you don't always have to use your heavy attacks to attack someone. You can use them to escape and get out of the way. It's brilliant. It's brilliant. Tweet out. Alright guys, moving on to the 5th and final tip for today's beginner's tips of Brawlhalla, and that is, don't be afraid to chuck your weapon, okay? So chucking your weapon, you can chuck it with H, but it does a little bit of damage, which is fair enough, but the main sort of concept or prioritize, is that the word? The main sort of priority for when I would use my weapon chucking is for when, there's actually numerous reasons. One, if someone's coming at you who hasn't got a weapon, you can chuck your weapon, it will knock them back, and you then either go pick your weapon back up. If it does land on the floor, you can pick it back up by pressing J again. So let's actually try and get a good example of that first of all. So let's have a look. Chuck that. Oh, we chucked them so far. Chuck that, look. It's literally sliding off. I think you have to chuck it at someone. There we go. J, picked it back up. From there, if you pick it back up, you can then obviously attack them further, knock them off the map, and do numerous counter moves. But also, if they're going to get a weapon, it knocks them back that little bit more, that they won't be able to grab it themselves, allowing you to just sort of swoop in, and then pick up the weapon yourself, obviously leaving them, like, melee-less. They have no weapon to attack you with. They have to fist punch you. I was about to say piss punch you. They have to fist punch you, and it's just hand-to-hand combat's not where you want to be. But also, chucking your weapon is useful for the fact that, say you've got a spear, okay? Let's grab a spear. Okay. Say I've got some knives, and my enemy team has got some knives. Longer range weapons may be more sort of useful compared to shorter range weapons. So if you can't get hits off on this guy when he's got his short range weapon, chuck your weapon and get your long range weapon. That forces the other character to come in close to attack you, okay? And then you've got your long range weapon. You can attack from afar. You can do some insane long range attacks, which they obviously won't be able to do for the pure fact they've got a short range weapon. So switching up your weapon is a useful hint. But also switching up your weapon for bombs, guys, okay? This is what I really wanted to showcase, is the bomb in the game. There's two types, okay? There's that type in the top left. Oh, fantastic. Let's just go grab that. I'm trying to build up this guy's meter just a little bit. There we go. So if we grab this bomb is, it's gone. That bomb up there is a sort of trip mine. So you would chuck it, and it would land on the floor unless it's a direct hit. If it's a direct hit, guys, it sends them flying, just like this bomb. But if you don't land a direct hit, it will land on the floor, allowing them... It's like a trip mine. If they run into it, it will do the same explosive damage. But look at this. This guy's got a red meter, okay? Look how far he goes with the bomb. Jesus! It is so far. Especially if they're in open areas like now, where he cannot escape. Look, it shoots them off so fast. So don't be afraid to pick up a weapon. Use it, whether it be long range, short range, whether you need to change from long range to take on someone at short range, or vice versa, whether someone else has got a long range spear, because there is like rocket javelins in here, and I know that a spear compared to a rocket javelin, you can get some good hits off it, because you both got long range weapons. You both like it's all down to timing of who times their attack first and who gets that first hit off. Whereas if you've got a short range weapon compared to a spear, you can sort of dodge it in if obviously they don't hit you with their long attacks, and do some insane damage with the fast attack rate you've got with a short range weapon. But then obviously just chucking out your weapon to get those bombs when you've got enemies with such high red meters just sends them pinging across the map. It's insane. But guys, that is it for 5 tips to survive in Brawlhalla for new players or beginners. If this has helped you out, be sure to leave a like down below. If you have any other tips for new players that may help them out, or just sort of more advanced strategies that will be coming in the future, guys, be sure to comment down below on any useful information. And of course, if you want to see other games other than Brawlhalla, be sure to check out our channel, and of course subscribe if you want to see more. But that's going to be it for today's video. I hope you have enjoyed. Once again, thanks for all the support, and until next time, guys, I'm going to finish off this, well, I'm going to end this training match, and then catch you in the next video. Oh no! Fantastic, literally.